Good morning, butterflies. Happy holidays. I hope you guys had a wonderful time with your families enjoying Thanksgiving. Everything is settling down now, so I am sipping some tea. And I am going to read you just a little snippet of The Hand I Could Not Hold, My Journey of Finding Myself. I've been talking about the book. You know, we've been going over the Pearls of Wisdom. And someone asked, okay, can you give us a little sneak peek? So I would love to. So we're going to be on page 80 today. And this is when I returned to Georgia. So just to give you a little bit of background, I grew up in Kentucky. Until I was 18, I moved to Georgia. I stayed here for a good portion. And then I moved with husband number 2 to South Carolina. Left him in South Carolina and left South Carolina after 6 years. And moved back to Georgia. So this is when I'm back, okay? It says, when I returned to Georgia, I was quite clear with myself that I didn't want to be in a relationship, nor did I want to date. My best friend for years had begged me to just be by myself for just a little while and get to know me and decide exactly what I needed in my life. So on my first day of work, I asked the security guard for directions to where I was going. I was not checking to see if he was checking for me. Just directions, please. During lunchtime, I came downstairs and I spoke to the security guard as I was leaving. He stopped me and says, I can't afford to take you on to an expensive restaurant. However, I can afford to take you to Crystal Burgers. Well, will you go out with me? I can't even get through this without laughing. I don't know if we all fell out laughing because of the expression on my face, his embarrassment, or if he was just joking. However, I looked at him and I leaned in close. I don't take myself to Crystal Burgers, so I'm surely not going to go on a date there. We chuckled and I started to walk away. Now, I did see this milk chocolate dream standing in this fitted suit that looked like somebody had poured him into it. Yes, I saw him, but I had no intentions of acknowledging him because I knew he was going to try to talk to me, and I was trying my best to keep my promise to work on myself. He walked up to me and he says, my name is James Willis Davis III, and I'm a clothier. And I said, what the hell is a clothier? He said, I design custom suits. In my true fashion, I say, why didn't you just say that? He handed me his card and I thanked him and I excused myself, but I had a limited time for lunch. I would see James over the next year or so. I would ask him about his dating life. He would ask me about mine. And we would part ways until the next time we would meet. Then during lunch, I would often frequent this cafe that was on the first floor of our building. And we would, and who do I see other than James? He said, could I ask you a question? I said, sure. He stated he is seeing this woman and he is spending hundreds of dollars on sending her roses, and she doesn't seem to appreciate them. I immediately know he is doing too much for this woman if she's not appreciating it, and he needs to slow down and with her because she's using him. He seems in shock. And I thought to myself, either he's not really naive or he is looking for love in all the wrong places. Turns out I was right about both. That day, after all of these years, he asked if he could call me so I could continue to help him figure this out. I gave him my work number because, to be honest, over the years we had talked and one or both of us was always in a relationship. So I really wasn't thinking of him like that. I got my food and we said goodbye. He must have ran all the way to his building because by the time I went upstairs to my cubby, my phone was ringing. And guess who it was? We talked and talked, and I'm sure I should have gotten fired that day, but we had just laughed at everything. I would have thought of it as a connection, except he was in a relationship with someone else. All right, butterflies, I am cozied up with my warm blanket, and I am sitting here on a cool day in Georgia reading my book, The Hand I Could Not Hold, My Journey of Finding Myself After Losing My Father. And I'm sipping on some tea. So go ahead, jump over to Pam'sPaperbacks.com. Pick up your copy today. It is on sale until tomorrow, Cyber Sunday, for $10. So I am so excited for you guys to go on this journey with me. And I'll definitely sign your copy for you. And so we'll talk soon. We'll have another video out on Tuesday, so I'm excited about that. We'll talk about Pearls of Wisdom number 4. So we'll talk soon. Bye, butterflies.